All right, redneck, welcome to Band World. Big up Liquid Richard. Perma-ban his bitch ass. Seriously, fuck you. If you continue to say Richard, whether you're a sub or not,
I'm just going to get rid of you for 24 hours.
I'm banning anybody trying to give me advice. All right, ban everybody. Shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker. Shut the fuck up. Ban these guys, dude. You fucking dick sucker.
I don't give a fuck, man. I got hate my fucking life at this point.
Welcome to Band World. Band World. Band World. Band World. Shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker. Shut the fuck up. Ban these guys, dude. You fucking dick sucker.
I don't give a fuck, man. I got hate my fucking life at this point.
Welcome to Band World. Band World. Band World. Band World. Sleep all goddamn day. Play the same fucking games over and over and over again. All day. Barely able to walk. All day. You get banned. Really hard. And you motherfucking mods. This is why you get banned. Banned J squared as well. Welcome to Band World, buddy. Get the fuck out. Welcome to Band World, buddy. Why? There's a reason I'm 30 goddamn one. Gray hair, gray beard. Real talk. There's a reason I'm 30 goddamn one. Gray hair, gray beard. Real talk.
I don't give a fuck, man. I got hate my fucking life at this point.
Welcome to Band World. Band World. Band World. Band World. Shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker. Shut the fuck up. Ban these guys, dude. You fucking dick sucker.
I don't give a fuck, man. I got hate my fucking life at this point.
Welcome to Band World. Band World. Band World. Band World. Shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker. Shut the fuck up. Ban these guys, dude. You fucking dick sucker. Welcome to Band World. Band World. Band World. Band World.
Get it up, 29. Hey, Tyler, can you big up my main man, Liquid Richard? Hey, big up Liquid Richard.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, succubus with goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. Dump it. Charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop and blood on it, especially up to his ankles. Trump charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop. Goblin vomit and slop. I'm not expecting him to not get dirty slop. Kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, succubus with goblins, in bed with a goblin. Kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin.
Let's see if everything is working as it should. Hello there, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good night tonight. While we hunt down some interesting particular fish in the sea of the internet. Some rather ugly ones because they're pedophiles, but yeah, my drift. Let's see. Let me check real quick. I'm trying to make sure things are working on my end before we start, because OBS loves to fuck up on the last minute. Really does. Really it's really disappointing. Let's go. All right. I think things should be working. I don't know if the live chat is. It often doesn't for some unexplicit reason. I can never explain. There we go. Finally. Okay. Work. We got stuff working. Finally. Oh, finally. The first time in a long time. Shit's been working. Finally. Finally. Hello, everyone. Qmara, AP, Merkel, Ulster Mycroft, Leo Pirate. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are hearing me just fine. Welcome to the shit show. We got a pretty big, beefy amount of fucking shit shows today. Well, one particular individual, actually, and trust me, there's a reason why. So let's get into that. Man. I'm loving everybody and giving everyone delicious amount of cancer today. I am doing thy Lord proud. A freedom, giving lots of people cancer. Loud and clear? Okay, good. Hey there, Duel. Hey there, Mask. How you doing? Hey there, Mal. Stone Mexican guy, if you're still there, how you doing? I hope you guys are having a good day. Wow, there's a surprising amount of people here today. Holy shit. Okay. Alright. So imagine, if you will, you're just, minding your own business and, just playing your video games or browsing the internet, whatever the fuck you do. Out of nowhere, some spastic fucking New Yorker comes out of nowhere, go, "Oi, oi, mate!" No, that's British. Really bad British. Like South Wales or something. Some really bad New Yorker comes in and starts talking about how he wants to fuck them little kitties in the titties. He likes to take his little wormy tongue and worm his way in holes and suck things out of that hole the same way Homer Simpson likes to suck jelly out of a donut. That's a little buddy I came across thanks to the help of some of the ranting metalheads I had on the PedoHunt stream. This guy's called Anchange on YouTube, but apparently his actual name is Jonathan Curtin, or what I like to call him, Mr. Me Curtains. Oh boy. No, apparently this time it's not Scooby. I am so surprised it's not. Seriously, half the time the internet fucking spurgs I deal with, half of them always has to be New Yorkers. I don't know why, but it always has to be New Yorkers. I don't get it. 2,000 people got doxxed. Oof. Well, they better be pedos. I'm gonna be mad. I lost mine when I started rapping. So I have a white card. I wonder if people have white cards. Anyway. Let's not let that distract from the point of this particular stream. I hope you guys really prepared for some drinks, soda, fucking popcorn, because this stream's going to be a bit. There's going to be a lot of things we're going to go through about this guy, mostly through his YouTube videos, because it's so spurgy. You'll see why. All right. Let's go ahead. So, thanks to as I mentioned, a bunch of ranting metalheads. We're talking about Stevie Throwbridge, Damien Skyfire, and Gage, the ranting Doom guy. You probably heard a little bit of these names before, maybe not. If you've watched my stream the last 2 months ago, where we went after Charlie Foxtrot and her little cult of pedo child fuckers running around going, "Oh my god, it's okay to do illegal shit." Apparently, this guy, Mr. What is his name? Jonathan Curtin is a devout member of this elite group of child fuckers. Let's just say that. Let's see, Mask. No, it was everyone who went to E3. Ow. Okay. Ouch. Oh. Good now that's a good motivation to never go to E3. It's okay. I'm sorry. Distraction. So yeah. this guy, as you guys know, I've went after a person called Charlie Foxtrot. She was a crazy child fucker who I've made fun of on my last stream about 2 months ago on ThePedoHunt. And apparently, she has a somewhat thriving pedo community that supports her to the death. We're talking complete and total cult of an almost insane proportions. And apparently one of these cult members is a little fellow called and Change, or Jonathan Curtin. And he's got some choice words. Apparently he saw my stream, obviously. He doesn't like me. Although he hasn't really made a response. He was mostly attacking other people who got involved in the stream, probably because most of them were smaller content creators. So, smaller than even me. And I'm small. So, it goes to show you the sort of brass tacks, the sort of courage these little pedophiles have when it comes to debate, which, obviously, is about as consistent as the French, let's be honest, in World War II. Oh, what's this? Thank you, Calicia Courier. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that, just for subbing. I hope you enjoy the show. Alright. Let's see. Now, there's a lot of weird things I'm going to show you. Most of his videos are massive rants. I'm not going to go through all of each video verbatim, because you can't. It's like 40 minutes a piece, and there's no way I'm going to do that. Yeah, fuck no. But what I will do is we're going to go through the highlights of these particular Spurgfests of Mr. Jonathan Curtin. We're gonna have a laugh. And there's a few particular things there's about him that I've heard of, and some information. Hello there, Chelsea Carrier, I believe that's what you're called. Sorry if I mispronounce. I am running entirely off of coffee, so excuse me for being unorganized. Yeah, I got a lot of excuses up my ass today. Anyway, let's get on to the show a little bit. So I became aware of this guy pretty much about a couple days into making fun of Charlie Foxtrot and her group, and I end up coming across this little fucker's channel. See, hold on, let me get rid of that shit and other things. So, his name on YouTube is Anchange, but this is not his first account, by the way. That should be made very apparent. He has a tendency of, like, deleting the fuck out of his accounts. Usually because he tends to say some rather interesting things that would probably get the cops after his ass, and that's probably why he decides to stay away from most forms of communication. I mean, like, deleting his retarded accounts. And there's a few things we'll go into, obviously. 2019, this is a new account where I'll get your videos, channels, playlists. There's not a lot here, but I came an understanding of his channel through this particular video. Hold on, before we start, let me fix up my window thing, window capture. Don't remember it. I don't remember putting it this way. Weird. Okay, actually, no, the video is just fine. All right. Apparently, this guy has an obsession with certain YouTubers that I know of. Talking about people like Ranting Doom Guy and others. So let's get this point. So this is the first video I've seen from this fuck. So let's give a listen. Let's give a listen.
Hello YouTube, it's Jonathan. I'm back on YouTube and I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, he's a very tough guy. You can tell because he doesn't give a fuck. Let's see how that really does it.
This guy, Doom Guy, and his compadre are a bunch of fucking idiots. They think they know everything about everything.
Oh, that's a pretty bold claim. Can you explain to me what you mean by how you think people are wrong and they know everything? Uh, I'm rather interested in hearing your side of the story. Also, hey there, Jennifer Rinella, if I'm pronouncing that. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
But they never once think in their head, maybe they're not always fucking right. As always.
I don't know. It's hard to say that when you're defending pedophilia, but okay, I'll let you have your floor. And yes, Mara, yeah, apparently there's a lot of thriving pedo communities, especially not just on Discord, but apparently YouTube as well. That's something I've been made aware of, at least not even like a couple of seconds into the whole fucking conversation.
They just like to be so dumb and like to make these general statements because they think they know everything, all because bad things happen to them. When are you gonna get it through your head, dude? I was beat up by my father. I was verbally abused by my grandmother growing up. That's not gonna fucking change my way of thinking, and it's not gonna fucking turn me into a fucking hateful idiot.
I mean, okay, sorry. I mean, there's nothing wrong with hating pedophiles. Like, what exactly are you going to get out of it? Sorry, let's continue.
Because you live in fear and you think everybody's who the fuck you think they are, when in reality they're not. And you
Who lives in fear about pedophiles? I would say they're funny target practice, if anything else.
can keep calling me a diddler, doom guy. Keep it up, all of you. Keep it up. That I need to be castrated and murdered when, first of all, I was
Yeah, you probably should.
a minor myself. Many times I've explained it to you. And second of all, it was consensual. If it wasn't consensual, why would I even bring it up then? But again, what the fuck do I know? I'm a stupid ass. I'm sick of the fuck.
I mean, just because it happened to you doesn't mean it's justifiable. I mean, oh, look at me, it happened to me, I'm already, like, you sound mentally deranged. You sound like someone, you sound like somebody broke you. Oh.
Fucking idiots.
Of course kids live in fear of pedos. Well, they don't want to be touched by that, what?
And our community laughs at people like you. How much fucking hate you have, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the same community of pedophiles that when I made a video on their beloved cow, that they ran in fear of a random fox on the internet coming after them and then making jokes about them, to the point that anytime you fuckers attack someone like Damien's channel and spam him with like threats of doxing, yes, by the way, these people do that shit too, threats of doxing and shit and raping people, like you're gonna rape their daughters or something, and as soon as I appear on the comment section, all of you just disappear instantly, like fucking Thanos snapped the goddamn comment section. yeah, you guys are the tough hombres, not me, huh? No, sure, buddy, sure. all right, let's keep going.
You're just stupid. You don't see how stupid you really are.
I stupid, you really, yeah, but you defend pedophilia, it's a 300 IQ move. I'm playing some 40 chess. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Billy? I'm playing some 40 chess. With this little boy's anus.
Oh, that's real.
When I say dick swallower, it's the only thing I can really think of that's harsh enough to call someone besides calling them a faggot.
Oh, you're such a homophobic.
Yes, another thing about Jonathan Curtin is he's the living embodiment of a social justice warrior, but he also talks about women in a way that makes that he tends to sound like a MGTOW. I don't know why, because every time he talks in almost every stream, he will bitch about feminism and women and shit in the same conversation when he's calling other people bigots. It's really funny. It's really funny. It's so weird.
Fuck. You know why? Because you're a straight man who's trying to fucking kiss up to the main society and trying to act all edgy and badass so you can probably impress that stupid fiance of yours. And your little stupid.
There's a main society? What's the secondary society? I didn't know there's two. What? I didn't realize there's like a society under a society. Is this like a simulation of a simulation joke or something? What the fuck is this?
That stupid posse. And that stupid fox, that Coswack, whatever his fucking name is, he's another fucking douchebag.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, apparently he might have saw my video and was really upset about me. Can't what? Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna repeat that. What was that?
Yeah. You know, if they took douchebag. Stupid posse. And that stupid fox, that Coswack, whatever his fucking name is, he's another fucking douchebag.
He's another douchebag. We live in a society. Yeah, guys, you should really question. Yeah, I got shout-outs. It's really funny how that works. But Coswack. He can't even spell War Fox. Okay.
Douchebag.
He mumbles under his breath, douchebag. Got you good. I got you good, douchebag. Oh yeah, you're a douchebag.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You know, if they took away their rights, you probably would be siding with the homophobics, because you are a phobic.
Oh, look how going Hollywood.
Shut your fucking trap.
Shut your fucking trap.
Because you are a phobic. So shut your fucking trap. Fucking trap.
I don't know why. It's like he has that accent and it's making me laugh because I honestly thought for a minute, it's like, is this Scooby in another account? No, of course it's not, but one of those things.
Why don't you get the shit out your mouth? First of all, they didn't shut you the fuck down. YouTube shut you the fuck down. As they get sick and tired of all you go on about stupid trivial bullshit. All because something bad happened to you makes you think that you have the right to fucking bring down other people and bring down other groups of people who aren't even fucking condoning what the fuck you think they're condoning. You stupid asshole.
Yet you're condoning to touch the little boys. Like, okay, fuck off with that shit. Alright, here's the thing, you little disgusting, piece of shit. The point is, you can't sit there and use pedophilia as a justification for your argument. It's not how it works. You know, oh, you're phobic. Yeah, cool. Yeah, oh, calling people phobics. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be like an anti-fem or something? MGTOW? Because you tend to alternate between these philosophies. I'm really curious, by the way, saying. Oh yeah, he's definitely watching the stream. I tend to hear that he's super autistic. He's kind of like Mundy Matt levels of autistic when it comes down to you talk about him, he'll know.
But you don't fucking get that. You and your
complaining about child molesters? Oh, it's trivial bullshit. No one cares. I'm Jonathan Curtin. I'd rather talk shit about Trump all day. Yeah, that's more important to me. Oh yeah.
Stupid Damien fucking idiot who wants to talk about fucking inferiority. People who talk about people who are inferior or genetics that are inferior proves that you're very inferior.
No one's talking about genetics. Everyone was talking about how you got an inferiority complex. You think you're fucking... Actually, I would say you're actually a part of the Dunning-Kruger effect, actually. You're kind of like one of those retards who's so retarded that you can't realize that your shit stinks. So you think that you're honestly the super intellectual, but his point is, oh yeah, I'm into the little kitties, I'll justify this, oh, look at me, I'm Jonathan Curtin. I'm like M&M's, except instead of giving your kids pleasure of chocolate, I'm gonna get them scarred all the way to therapy.
So, you know, I suggest you get the shit out your fucking, you get the fucking shit out your mouth, and why don't you actually, you know, clean that mouth out and stop talking a lot of fucking shit, because it's infuriating me, and it's getting into my eyes, which fucking annoys.
It infuriates him because he realized that all that delicious shit is going to waste. He wants the delicious fudge for himself. He's realized, God fucking damn, he's wasting all that delicious fudge by talking about me. Oh my god.
Annoys me. It's making me sick. Butt hurt. Speaking about butt hurt.
and they don't give a fuck about how offended you get or how your little fee-fees get.
Aw.
Maybe you should just fucking hang yourself.
No, why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you and all your fucking antis just do it? You're not making this world a better.
Anti what? I'm sorry. I'm confused. Anti what? Anti what? Are we talking like anti-pedo, anti-map? Are we talking anti-feminist, SJW? Like, okay, I'm sorry. This guy.
Place. Stop acting like you're trying to make the world, but you ain't making nothing better, bro. If you were making something fucking better, you would understand not everybody's the fucking same. Everybody represents themselves. Everybody has a goal on what they're trying to fucking do. Whether it's good or bad, whether you see it as bad only, whether another person sees it good. When are you gonna get that through your fucking head? You don't need to be a fucking, have a fucking, you know, a fucking psychology degree, and you don't have to have a fucking bachelor's degree to understand fucking things. And what else you don't
It's one thing for people to like talk about achieving their goals, and that's alright, but it's a different story if we're talking about pedophilia. Spastic little shit.
fucking get, as Charlie explained, but it's
Fun of making you dare make fun of pedos on the day of his daughter's wedding, you're going to get iced.
it's not even about what Charlie's explained. I didn't even know the word when I made these videos.
That's because you can barely spell to save your life. No, seriously, if you read this guy's comments, his sentence structure is so bad, you can barely understand what the fuck he's saying.
That people can be non-exclusive, actually. People can have attraction to adult and children. And this doesn't fucking mean that they're manipulating them to do something they don't want to fucking do. But no, you're brain dead mind. You're a brain dead moron who only sees things the way you want to see them. Because again, you're a conformist, you're a normie. If you really gave a shit about the fucking world and about changing the fucking world, man, we wouldn't have these fucking problems. And all you fucking vigilantes ain't fucking making any.
You vigilantes. You guys are like Batman hunting down the pedals, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid because my pedo mob is getting hunting down, guys. We need to kill the anti-bat pedos. We need to kill them all. We need to call the pedo joke.
Thing better, as I've gotten messages on my phone not too long, like about a couple months ago, saying they're coming for me.
Whoa, I mean, didn't you expose your own details on the internet? What a shock. What a shock. It's like, you expose your own details, and out of nowhere, someone's contacting you, going, I'm gonna beat you up.
What? What did I do? Oh, what? Oh, whoa.
Well, first of all, you're advocating for pedophilia, and we also have some information to suggest that you diddled a kid. Yeah, no, fuck you. Don't sit there trying to play victim.
Oh, because I admitted on YouTube or something like that?
Yeah, you did.
That I had a relation when I was younger?
Oh, you weren't younger, boy.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'm a threat to kids, because I've actually talked to plenty of kids when they were alone, and I don't have to do anything, and I'm not going to be a manipulative asshole like you assholes want me to be, because it.
Holy shit.
Because it pays for your stupid capitalism and your.
I forgot to mention, this guy's actually a self-proclaimed communist. I'm not joking. He believes in communism.
Stupid prison system that oppresses people who aren't even violent or even really a threat. And fucking people like you don't want to change the fucking world and fix the world.
Oh, fuck off of that. You just sit all day playing your fucking Xbox and shit. You're like, oh my god, I hate capitalism. I don't want to work and, pay my bills. I'm going to sit here all day and play my Xbox and my Red Deads and, oh my god. How dare capitalism exists? Competition sucks. It's probably because you're a fucking soy boy who spends most of your life never even bothering to improve yourself in life, and now you're complaining that you're being outcompeted in every way, shape, or form by other people. Sorry, that's life. That's not just capitalism, that's life. Maybe if you stopped being a lazy motherfucker trying to diddle the kitties, you probably would have been somewhere with your life already. Just saying, because it sounds like you're in your fucking 30s doing nothing with your life and then preaching to other people about how they should live their lives. Well, you preach about how you think pedophilia is good. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Because you're a bunch of fucking stupid motherfuckers who only care about social
Says
status, superiority, and you really make me sick. You all make
I don't care about social status. You're gonna need a 50 cal for this, buddy. King Bunny, you're gonna need a 50 cal. Holy shit.
me fucking sick. And I hope your fucking and I hope you have grandkids. Your grandkids fucking hate you and they fucking dump you into a fucking home. Even though I deal with people in a nursing home, because you learn to be grateful what you have, because you don't know when you don't know what's gonna happen years down the line. That's why you make every day the best you can.
Oh, so you actually do go to a place. It's a nursing home. Well, thankfully, it's not an elementary school, I'll say that.
And you try to understand other people.
This applies for anyone. It's like anyone at home. I think it's okay to like shut down opposing viewpoints just because their feelings get hurt.
Not about getting feelings hurt because you're fucking a fucking hateful piece of shit.
Oh, you're a hateful piece of shit. But let me sit here for almost 10 minutes straight talking about how you're a piece of shit and I hope your family suffers. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, shit.
That's what you are. You're no different than neo-Nazis.
No, he's fucking neo-Nazis. So let me guess, in your mind, calling out pedophiles is the equivalent of neo-Nazis. What the fuck? It's like, my name is Jonathan Curtin. And, I'm what you call a Nazi, huh? I don't know what Nazis mean. National Socialism? Yeah, that sounds really gay. It sounds right-wing. You know, I'm a self-admitted communist, though. So, I don't believe it's real. I don't believe that's real socialism. But I'm gonna talk about the kitties. And trying to hunt down the people against me. Oh my god. I probably should post this on Gab. Maybe.
No, you're the one crying. You're the one bitching, bitch boy.
You're the one bitching, bitch boy. Let me spend the 7 minutes straight talking shit about you.
So keep it up.
I'll keep it up. Oh, that was so a hot take right there. Oh, such a hot take. I came in my pants.
The other person wrong.
Boy.
Then they should just end themselves. And do
No,
it.
why don't you end yourself and do people a favor? Why don't you and fucking Damien and Steve and Athena, and why the fuck don't you and that stupid Fox motherfucker though that had that video on pedo hunters?
It was actually a stream, but hey, he's actually watched my shit. I see why he sees I exist now. Interesting.
Why don't you all end your fucking selves? Why don't you all get fucking put in a gas chamber like that one guy who says all pedos should be gassed.
Yeah, I mean they should.
He should fucking be gassed. And I'd love.
Oh yeah? What you gonna do about it, faggot? As far as I know, if you try shit, you got from the fucking police and the military that's gonna stop your ass. So let's see how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't have the technology to track him down, because I'll fucking punish him. Now, I don't believe in violence and stuff like that either. But if you motherfuckers think it's okay for people who are not really molesters, who have had positive experiences when they were younger, or the idea that people can have positive experiences even with adults, and you think they should still be castrated, people like you fucking should be put in fucking jails. People like you should have your fucking all your teeth broken, and you should fucking not be able to exist on fucking planet Earth. Because you're nothing but fucking homophobics. You're no different than any of these fucking people. And you keep bitching, and you keep making videos, and you complain that, oh, you have a job, and oh, you people have jobs, but yet you fucking like to go on YouTube and be fucking stupid all the time.
Oh my god, how dare people engage in their hobbies, right? Oh my god, how God forbid people engage in their hobbies, you know? Some of that might include making fun of freaks on the internet, you know, like pedophiles. Oh my god, how dare we? How dare people enjoy themselves on the internet, you know, just doing it for fun while they rest from a day's work of you know, getting fucked by the man, I guess. I don't know.
time. Be fucking retarded when I actually have plenty of things to do. I can fucking help out my mother who's fucking decent. I can clean out my fucking house. I can fucking go walking and get exercise. I have friends. I have a social life. And I don't have time.
Is that social life on your Discord server that you talk about, where you basically guys talk about how you want to fuck kids all day?
For fucking stupid jerk-offs like you. And I'm making a video because I'm getting sick and tired of it.
I'm getting sick and tired of people calling me out for liking little boys. Why is it wrong? I'm going to attack you because you disagree with me on this issue. I hope you die.
I'm sick and tired of it. You're all a fucking disgrace.
I can't tolerate brain dead fucking morons.
Well, I can't tolerate fucking hateful motherfuckers, and I can't tolerate you brain dead mongoloids like you. Because the only brain dead mongoloids are you. You're the fucking ones that are brain dead.
I don't think the world owes them a favor.
It was never about... People don't want to be owned anything. People want to have a place to live. People want to have, like, you know,
quite some time to make videos. I think we'll move on from here. I think we spent too much time on this particular. There's other things to also talk about. I've tried dipping into other videos to see what else he's talking about. It gets a little hard. He's very rambly, you know. It's hard to get the most juicy bits out of it. Let's see this one. Apparently he got so butthurt out of some of the big responses. Like, a lot of people were making fun of him in certain videos. This happened. Let's watch this for a bit.
YouTube, I'm gonna make a response to my haters. I'm gonna
make a response to my haters. Oh yeah, he's all over the place, dude.
Better one, because you barely could even see the comment. I was so fucking pissed, but I don't fucking care. I'm gonna fucking zoom it in. Ted has lost all credibility. Oh, why? Because
apparently he was praising a TED video that was kind of you know, I think it's that one that everyone laughed at because it justified pedophilia some level, and it's like, it's not happy.
Promotes because everything needs to promote the conservative side of thinking.
The conservative side of thinking. So being against pedophiles, you have to be conservative to be what? What? Since when do you have to be a fucking conservative to be against pedos? Fucking hell, man. Gee, what kind of logic is this? Oh, fuck. Why? I don't think it's outside. I think it's in the house somewhere.
Or the stupid majority's way of thinking, right? That means you're automatically right, and you get all your thumbs up. You know? And if you actually listen to fucking youth liberation, these people aren't going to be here for you in their times of need, because they don't give a fuck about you. They only care about what they think.
I put the link of the video in the description if you want to see it for yourself, you know, and look into it on your own time. I'll be sure to do that probably later in the description. Just post a bunch of links. I guess it is. I guess nowadays you have to be a conservative to oppose pedophilia. Wrong button. I don't get that.
Is right. They don't give a fuck about what really is fair. Because if you want to know what's right, you don't have to have all the likes to know it. You know for a fact that you know for a fact who you are. You know what people are trying to represent. You know what you are.
Okay,
I'm just sick of these people. There's no such thing as pedophobia.
I mean, there is a legit reason to fear pedophiles. You know, gulp conservative. Yes, Josh, gulp conservative. That's another pedophile. We'll get onto that. I'm already finishing a video on that particular person. So, okay, the thing is, I don't know how I have to explain this to you, Mr. Jonathan Curtin, Mr. Molesti meet Curtin, Molesti boy. Here's the thing. There's no such thing as pedophobia. Pedophobia isn't real. It's not. Because phobia would require a irrational hatred of a particular subject. There's no such thing as an irrational hatred to pedophilia. Because pedophilia is pretty bad. I think it's pretty simple to say that. I mean, what happens when a pedophile comes in contact with a little Billy? He gets his ass pounded and oinked all the way to therapy. And chances are we'll have to spend the rest of his life, or her life, dealing with the fact that they got molested by a fucking freako who is such a failure in life, couldn't get someone their own age. Or age group. Their own age group.
It's just decent people want to get rid of monsters. You're a fucking douchebag.
You douchebag, because you're trying to call out the freaks on the internet. Oh my god. Oh, how dare you.
When
It hurts my feelings.
maps and pedosexuals don't have to fucking be the way you think they have to fucking.
Maps is just another fucking version of pedophilia. It's the same fucking definition, different coat of paint. Don't pretend they're different. Come on, fuck off with that shit.
Be. But a stupid asshole like you is not gonna see things in those type of ways. Because you're fucking douchebag. Because you don't like to see things in other ways. One day.
You don't like to see things in other ways. Meanwhile, says about he's a communist and wants to fuck your kids. And it says that if you don't agree with him, he's going to attack you and say that he's going to come to your place and hurt you. Okay, cool. Yeah, really the arbiter of tolerance.
I'll get the attention I'm seeking, and it won't end it well for me. Well, let me tell you fucking something, motherfucker. I'm telling you, anybody tries to beat me up for no fucking reason, when I'm not a fucking threat to anyone, I have a right to fucking get a knife and stick it in the fucking person's throat. They're gonna attack me, I'll fucking attack them. I'll fucking get a fucking gun and blow the motherfucker's head off. I get a gun.
What's all that screaming? Hey, Jonathan. Ask me this question honestly, real quick. Do you have kids in your? Do you have kids locked up in your sex dungeon? I think the world needs to know. I think the world needs to know. You might want to, not keep kids in a sex dungeon or touch kids at all.
This is what's fucking annoying. And here's another thing I want to explain to you fucking antis. To think that maps don't care about children, and you think that people take advantage of children or pedophiles.
I mean, that's the point of pedophilia. You're taking advantage of kids. It's really that simple. The definition's there. The psychology, the science is there. It's proven that fact millions of times over, but you faggots can't even accept that.
She was taking out children. There was this time that, I saw this father smack his kid, and I wanted to belt the fucking motherfucker. I would have belt the son of a bitch. I would have knocked his fucking teeth out.
Oh, Mr. Tough Guy over here. Oh, I'm so scared.
Because there's even times I hear in the back.
Josh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna Mal. Why are these kids screaming in the background? John, who did you hurt this time?
Of the apartments, and I think kids are in danger, or
you better run, Mal. He's gotta come for your little boy pussy.
And stuff is happening like that. Even though it's so fucking stupid. What's wrong with the fucking parents? Why don't they teach their kids not to scream unless they're in danger?
Why don't parents teach them to stay away from you? I think they do a pretty good job at that, except for that one kid in the background, which I'm pretty sure that she had horrible parents.
I know kids have fun and they, and they just don't know how to, but that's not the fucking point. You educate and you teach kids. You scream if you're in danger. You don't fucking scream, but they're having fun.
He's mad about the screaming, probably because there's one in the sex dungeon, and he's like, fuck, I better pretend she's not in my sex dungeon now. He's like damage control mode activate.
I see that side of it, but still, you can still have fun without having to do that. This motherfucker. Back to this motherfucker. It's not gonna end well for me.
Of course it's not gonna end well for you. As far as I've heard, cops actually went to your door, correct? Yeah, I would say you're probably on the list at this point.
Because you fucking bastards are the majority, and you motherfuckers don't care.
Oh, you're the majority! Ah! Well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's because most rational people aren't pedophiles. They don't fuck kids. They don't have desires to fuck kids. Pedophilia is an abnormality, and it's not a good one. So don't pretend it is.
Care about social reform. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck off for social reform. Yeah, because you're going to compare causes of like gay marriage and civil rights to pedophilia. Fuck off with that shit. Come on. Why is it with you and fucking pedo supporters all the time? And your fucking pedo apologists and pedos themselves always trying to equivocate fucking gays and the plights of African Americans to pedophilia as they're not comparable. Stop it. Seriously.
Go fuck your mother. And this motherfucker, this asshole, saying I'm not trying to get it, because sometimes being open-minded goes too far. Oh, why? Because you say so, and because the fucking courts and the fucking system tells you when certain innocent people are going.
Laws exist for a reason, dumbass.
On a fucking.
Damien Skyfires, I like to line up with John O. Curtin and Michael Mattis and knife them, same with their little friends. Oof.
Prison for consensual
Damo's
relationship when they haven't even fucked.
What's up, Damo? How you doing?
Raped or did domination, and this goes for the same.
Why is Kelly Fox here? I don't know. I guess they caught wind that certain Kaz Warfox is here to start some shit.
Same thing with adults. You have certain men, because they still have to be the ones to make the fucking moves, and they're going to fucking prison because they wanted to make something happen. But a woman knows that she can play victim card if she wants and flip it.
Hypersonic. It shows how immoral you really are. Yeah. Keep trying to play morals. Use the moral faggotry card, you pedophile. Yeah, cause that's totally comparable. Fuck off.
Around and he goes to fucking prison for 15 years because my mother knew a guy who didn't do anything wrong. He's in fucking prison for 15 years, even because they gave him a plea and he turned it down, and he still goes to fucking jail. So go fuck yourself.
Mr. Kelly says he's an anarchist, feminist, MGTOW, progressive, communist, Antifa map. Don't forget, probably a Jew.
Go fuck your mother, and I like to hope you fucking get shot. I'm telling you. Wait.
Here we again from the voice of tolerance. Hallelujah. Praise be the Lord. Yeah, keep talking about trying to shoot people.
Until I fucking am telling you. When there's a
We're killing ourselves. Get over it. I don't have to worry about that.
there's ever a fucking war with technology going after people and I get that fucking technology, I'm not going to attack you unless you attack fucking me. Or if you attack somebody that's an ally that I care about and that, or like, you know, is a, you know, map himself, or you motherfuckers.
What the fuck are you on about? What kind of What? If I had technology, I wouldn't use it to kill you unless you went after me, or you went after my pedo allies. Even if that freak was fucking and molesting a little boy after the goddamn Skynet wars. You can't touch my little pedo friends. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. The logic to this is fucked up. I pray to God you don't get technology. Fuck you. Oh, I was gonna get a pedo brony. Go figure. Yeah, I think there's two furry pedos in that community and a brony furry, if I recall right. I could be wrong. You can hear the sweat and fat in his voice. Mask. Yeah, I can tell that. People cheer when people kill pedos. Yes, they do. I wouldn't trust John. Nerf gun. True. I trust John with the gun because he's so stupid he'll shoot himself. Mike M says, just like you, LOL, none of you have any worth. Quotations. Jennifer, I'll pay to see Jonathan Stetson, Charlie Foxtrot, Mike Mattis, and Kelly Fox get into a cage and fight in the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. Uh-oh. Says Mycroft. Kaz, drone strike incoming. Oh god. The robot pedals have found me. I am so fucked.
They're all gonna fucking pay one day. And I hope when you have kids and grandkids, they fucking get sick and tired of how you treat certain people. And you fucking get hated. You become like the phobics. And you fucking become like the Ku Klux Klan. And you fucking be hated through society.
Probably not, because The thing about pedophilia, and this is something you faggots can't understand, especially in terms of Western culture. Yeah, I'm gonna use that faggy word. Everyone uses it. I'm gonna use it as a way to vaguely describe different types of cultures. Western culture is not very kind to pedophilia. Maybe at one point it was, but we're talking about like thousands of fucking years ago. It hasn't been that way for a long time. And it's probably not going to ever be truly accepted, and it shouldn't be. Because the effects of pedophilia in the physical and mental sense absolutely fucks up the kid for life. There's no argument. You can't win that. Science has proven that over and over again. Even though you fuckers like to cherry pick data for your own purposes, you can't win. You're just gonna have to accept that.
Because all you motherfuckers are not gonna fucking win one day.
All you motherfuckers are not gonna win one day. Oh, I'm so threatened. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh.
All you fuckers are... Love is gonna win at the end of the...
Love is gonna win at the end. What the... Nothing about pedophilia is love. Fuck off with that. Nothing about pedophilia is fucking love. It's a predatory fucking religion. It's a predatory fucking relationship. Jesus Christ. Fuck these guys. Now, this ain't Japan, boys. Gulf City Umbreon. Hold up, this dude sounds like Scooby. He kind of does, actually. When I first heard about him, I honestly thought he was Scooby for a moment. Mask says, it was when you died in your 30s and you had to have 10 kids to survive, Kaz. Well, we're talking about, like, circumstances so many years ago, right? It hasn't been that way for quite some time. And, given the state of technology, there really is no point in engaging in any of that crap.
Fucking day. What am I saying fucking wrong? Nothing.
You're trying to justify child fucking. Not to mention you also admitted, and we'll show that later in the stream, when I stop being a faggot and just completely get to the point, is proving that you also admitted to fucking a child. Your cousin, actually. You admitted to that.
I need serious help. Why? Why?
You need serious help because apparently you're a victim of pedophilia yourself, right? And your mental state is clearly not stable. You sound like a mental nutcase who probably thinks that Karl Marx lives as your roommate because you probably got some like fucking like personality disorder, thinking communism's great because Karl Marx is basically caressing you as saying, it's never been tried yet. Fight for communism, my friend. Comrade, please.
Why? Because you say so? This douchebag. You hear this motherfucker? Like this guy needs to get shot in the fucking head.
Oh god. Oh, the tolerance. Love's gonna win at the end. But you want to achieve it with a bullet in someone's skull. Woohoo!
Needs his fucking a fucking knife in his throat. Look at this motherfucker. You believe this pig motherfucker? Look at this pig motherfucker.
Pig motherfucker? Dude, you sound like you're out of breath all the time, and you sound like you're about at least 300 fucking pounds. Shut the fuck up.
Look at this pig motherfucker.
I love the cult. I love the pedo cultists have actually are kind of spamming the comment section. This is great.
It's agreed upon members. Oh yeah, because the majority is right again. You do not agree with society.
What, are you suggesting that consent doesn't exist then? Sorry, I'm gonna repeat that. I'm gonna repeat that line.
On members. Oh yeah, because the majority is right. It's agreed upon members. Oh yeah, because the
what? So are you saying that? Are you saying that are you saying that the concept of consent is wrong? That if people agreed to having sex, excluding the whole kid thing, just normal people having sex. That's the majority agree. What the fuck? Oh, I think this guy's arguing against consent as a concept. What the fuck?
Because the majority is right again. You do not agree with society, you're better off leaving society. No, you need to get the fuck out of society, you fucking stupid motherfucker. Because your stupid barbaric way of handling things.
Stupid barbaric way of handling things while you talk about murdering people you don't agree with.
When people are not fucking a problem all the time and not who the fuck you think they are. You stupid motherfucker. Why don't you end yourself, you fucking douchebag, you fucking anti-piece of shit. Go fuck your mother. And the radical femmes and the feminists who fucking are allied with all you antis, and you're trying to kiss women's fucking vagina. These fucking man-hating bitches who want to keep the chads and keep, you know, men in competition. And go fuck yourself.
Like, okay. What? So he goes on to start screaming and reaming about feminists for some. He does that almost in like every video. I don't know why. Really, don't ask me why. I don't fucking know. He talks about feminism out of nowhere, which is weird considering the rhetoric he was using earlier, and talks about antis. I'm sorry. There's so much bullshit in this. I can't. My brain is having a hard time comprehending this.
Go fucking get a fucking axe and stick it in your fucking head.
You first.
Stupid fucking douchebag. Go fuck your mother too.
Incel alert. Incel alert. I find it funny that how these sex offenders can annoy the shit out of us, yet lack the balls. Yeah, exactly. Actually, what's funny about Jonathan Curtin is that I actually offered him to have a debate on a stream with me, and where I was actually going to let him have a conversation about this shit. And he he denies it outright and tells me to go fuck myself, which is usually how these pedophiles are. I've tried with all of them on some level. I've tried with fucking Stetson Hardwick. I tried with other people, and they either accept it at first and flake out, or they just outright don't want to engage in debate, but they say their ideas are sound, which that's not how it works. Like, if you cannot argue in a debate of your ideas, then your ideas are fucking stupid. It shows that your ideas have absolutely no merit to them. And you should know that. That's been the thing that everyone has an issue with, in this case, feminism with, because a lot of feminists didn't want to engage in debates, and it's proven that because they can't even defend their own conversation. Again, since you mentioned feminism, I thought, why not throw you a bone there, I guess. Preferably away from children. I prefer you at least be 12 kilometers away, but okay.
You stupid motherfucker. Go kill your fucking mother too.
Kill your... there's another thing about this. He keeps talking about how he's saying, go fuck your mother, or go kill your mother. Jonathan, don't you mind telling me what your mom did to you? I'm really curious. Did your mom touch you in the no-no square when you were young? Is that why you decided to defend pedophilia, because it's like the only way you can make yourself feel better for the fact that you're a disgusting piece of shit, or justifying it? Is that how you make yourself feel better about what happened to you? Because actually, I would kind of understand with you. Although, honestly, if something happened to you, you might want to get some mental help.
Fucking douchebag. I should get arrested. Yeah. You realize oh yeah, because people can't have free speech, and then you're gonna bring up the argument, it's not right to threaten others, but I'm not threatening nobody.
You just threatened to kill someone with a knife. You threatened to come to people's places and fucking murder them. Bullshit. You pedofucks have a history of flagging people's content. You got no fucking right to talk about anything of harassment.
I'm bringing up a fucking point. Things are not always the way people fucking see it. You fucking douchebag.
You fucking douchebag. Oh, a fucking douchebag. Oh, I'm so awesome because I say douchebag.
And even if she doesn't agree to what I'm saying, she's still right about teaching kids to making them realize they're individuals, because they should be taught that they're individuals. Maybe you can teach them a difference between a predator and somebody who can actually care about them and can love them deeper.
That's not how pedophilia works. That's bullshit. Okay, first of all, kid is in development mentally and physically. Part of the reason why parents parental guidance is so important to a kid, because they're trying to develop in the world and don't have what it means to be a full-on functioning individual yet. It's going to be a while until they get there. And second of all, I think it's disgusting that you're trying to sit here about justifying someone touching their kids in places they shouldn't be touching them, because that's not how it fucking works, you spastic little fucking retard. That's not going to make the kid happy. Pedophilia is a predatory relationship. The person who engages in it against the kid is trying to get control out of that child. There's no individualism into it.
You motherfuckers don't get that, do you?
No. All we motherfuckers get it quite clearly. We're just not so fucking retarded that we're justifying pedophilia.
Because you're conservative you're fucking judo-Christian, or you're fucking, bullshit fucking, sexual regression shame bullshit. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, how dare you shame people because they do things illegal and immoral, like trying to fuck a child. Oh my god. Ugh, fucking shit.
All of you. I'm a fucking weirdo. And what are you? You have nothing better to do on fucking YouTube. And look at that stupid fucking thing that you have. And you're fucking better. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, it's pretty hard not to be better than a pedophile. Let's just say that.
Your little likes. Go fuck yourself. Go get a fucking knife into the jugular vein.
Again, he's threatening to kill people, or
this
telling him to kill himself.
I shouldn't have.
That's great. That's great. Okay, there we go again. Oh shit! I didn't get to see that alert message, so I apologize.
Explain shit to you when you already fucking insulted me before. You fucking douchebag. 0 likes, 35 likes. Go fuck. What is that?
It seems like you're getting butthurt that people are pointing out that not many people agree with your shitty video. Says a lot.
Fucking me, I'm wrong? Does that mean I'm automatically wrong? It depends on the audience, and it depends how people see shit. It's people's perception and how they.
If you got a video that's working well out of nowhere, you're saying certain things, and all of a sudden, boom. There's a reason why. It's an indicator what people like and dislike, usually. So, like... what? The fucking Brody's in the chat going, society is filled with Nazis. Oh my god. Oh, you don't fucking know what Nazis are. Come on, fuck off. Oh, fuck. It's funny watching a bunch of pedophiles don't even actually know what a Nazi is. God fucking damn.
They see shit. Not everybody is who the fuck you think they are.
You say that, but you tend to assume a lot about other people who disagree with you. Pot calling the kettle black.
And I have to go on YouTube and explain it to you all, because you fucking douchebags you need fucking therapy.
No, I'm just fine. I'm not going around physically harming people, demanding people die necessarily. But, get fucked, pedo. Pedos deserve the bullet.
If anything, go fuck yourself. This douchebag. This old douchebag. This fucking redneck douche.
No, you are a Nazi because you support torturing and murdering millions of innocent people. What? Okay, see, the problem with this argument is, Nazis are national socialists that are authoritarian and take away a variety of people's rights, including the rights to bear arms. and very other things. It's funny talking about people that only talk about the torture part, but they don't talk about how very socialistic it is. So go fuck yourself. Also, communism is worse. So if you're seeing this, Mr. Curtin, Molesti meet Curtin, can you explain to me why you think communism is better than Nazis, despite the fact that communism has far more casualties in their own rating. And did someone just fucking redacted a message?
Douchebag.
Oh, come on, don't do that. I prefer these people to be exposed for their
I'll fucking be that
stupidity.
way
Come
because
on.
you're fucking that way to me, you fucking douchebag.
Fucking that way to me, you douchebag. Oh, you go fuck your
And
mother.
again, just because someone is a
I'm so badass, I'm from the Bronx. Oh, you gotta respect me. Okay. Anyway, I think that's enough of this particular video. I think I'm spending a little too much on the video responses on this. There's other things, of course, we need to talk about Mr. Jonathan Curtin. And there's a lot of videos he's posted. So let's get on to some of these. Now, there's this one I need to show you guys, and I want you guys to see this too, right? I don't know what the fuck this is, so if there's anyone else who actually knows about this, can you please tell me? Just saying, because this comes across as very creepy to me.
Because they have... Hello YouTube, it's me again. I just thought I would make a video on...
Okay, Mr. Map Bunny, right? Is that your name? Map Bunny? Let's see. Given that kids have rights, they cannot be touched by anyone who is way older than them, especially on the mark of 18 years old or older. That's how the rights work. You're not allowed to touch kids, period.
Why pedophilia isn't wrong.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Hold on, let me she's speaking really fucking silently. So I keep hearing this girl is called Erica Panda or Panda Erica. I don't exactly know which order. I've heard some people have mentioned this name before, but I cannot find any sources on it. So, I would prefer it if you guys know anything about this chick. Yeah, well, let me know, because this seems rather strange to me.
So basically, I personally have had an experience with pedophiles, and they're honestly nice people outside of the fact that they have a different interest.
No, they're not nice people, despite the fact they have a different interest. No, that's not how it works. And it sounds like to me either that you're being super quiet for a reason that your parents are there, maybe you don't want them to hear what you're saying, or two, you sound like you're being forced to say this shit. In general, your movement, your body language is really off. There's something going on here.
And a different sexual interest than the rest of us. And if we look past that, we cannot keep generalizing. Those who are
Sure you do.
pedophiles. I mean, why? Okay, someone...
She can't even go for 5 minutes. 5 seconds without, stopping. I don't know what's going on here.
There are people right now in jail. They're behind bars because they have a different sexual preference.
Or maybe it's not because they have different sexual preferences. It's because they tried to victimize a child and got in trouble. Now, this is assuming that the case, in that case, that person was indeed a pedophile. I know there's, false accusations and shit. That happens, But, ideally, if we're talking about a pedophile guy getting thrown into prison, it's probably because they tried to touch a kid. And kids can't consent. The law's made that clear. Biology's made that clear. Science has made that clear. Fucking psychology's made that fucking clear. basic fucking psychology 101 in a college course, even in college courses, not even college courses, will tell you in very complex order how pedophilia affects the minds of children and their physical bodies, but in this case it's psychology, so it's mostly their mind, and how it gives them a variety of fucking like disorders, like fucking split personality disorder, schizophrenia. I know someone who's been molested, and he has to deal with the fact that he has schizophrenia for the rest of his life because of it. Like, there's no argument to be had about pedophilia. Just fucking saying, you disgusting fucks.
And is that fair?
Yes, it's fair. You touch a child, you go to prison, you get killed in prison because you're sick fuck, and most of the inmates in prison have kids themselves. They have family members, and they know instinctually what happens when a pedophile touches their kids.
No, it's not. It's not fair.
Bullshit. And what do you fucking know?
And some of the time, they're not even real pedophiles. Like,
Oh, really? What do you define a real pedophile then? I like to know.
they're not even the ones that go out and rape little kids. They have.
Wait, so they got caught with child pornography? I mean, that's still pretty bad, but like, come on. That's bullshit. Don't pull that like, oh, well, they got with child pornography, or they were jerking off to the pictures of little Billy down the street, stretching out when the... out in the sidewalk every once in a while on a hot summer's day. They're not real pedophiles, though. They're totally innocent. No, they're not.
Have consensual sex with someone that is not 18 yet, or 16, or whatever the legal age in your state or country is, okay? They are the ones who are being charged with statutory rape.
Because it is.
Okay. What if it was the little boy or girl? Okay, this can happen to either gender, or even if you're not a boy or a girl, okay? This can happen to anyone. And what happens is, what if they're the ones who are just initiating onto the pedophile?
They cannot consent.
They're hitting
You can't hear
them
me?
in a weak spot.
Sorry, I've
Is
been
that
letting her
fair
talk,
that the
actually.
pedophile, the real victim here is the pedophile, okay?
The real victim to you is a pedophile? What? What? Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, shit. Matt Bunny, I deserve to be burned for not committing a crime. Well, that's not the argument I'm making. The argument I'm making is that if you have sexual attractions to a kid, get some mental help. And if you're going to try to advocate for your sick fetishes instead of trying to find and utilize resources to be able to mend that problem, go fuck yourself. Seriously, you're trying to get people to act sympathetic to something that you willfully decided not to get help, knowing that eventually, if you had the opportunity, and you probably will at some point in the future, rape a kid, and you probably will, because you're not seeking help, you will succumb to your urges. Sorry, I can't really find sympathy for you. If you really have these issues with pedophilia, if you really have these like feelings of children, right? Get help. It's really that fucking simple.
And I just think that's not fair. I mean, I've seen a lot on the internet about this.
Oh, yeah, because it's on the internet, it's true, right? I'm going to assume you probably went to some really obscure website where a bunch of pedos can just simply post their shit, and you're like, this seems legit.
And I've honestly come to the conclusion, if you do a little bit of research,
I've done my research before. I've taken the most basic bitch psychology classes in college. I know, not special, but even the most basic bitch psychology class makes it clear about disorders like pedophilia, which it is a disorder. The effects is clear. The facts are there. It's not justifiable, so stop.
will see that in a lot of the statutory rape charges, we have children who are the initiators.
That's probably because the pedophile bait them on. I gotta love this sort of victim blaming. Yeah, it really is victim blaming the kid, saying that they're the one that initiated it because they're being manipulated and coerced into a sexual action. That is such bullshit.
Is that fair?
If you try touching a kid, you spastic little fucking shit, you deserve to be thrown in prison. You broke the law. You hurt a kid. You put them in circumstances that they will have to deal with the physical and mental scars for the rest of their lives. So fuck off.
Is that fair? Are they... Who's the real victim here, okay?
The real victim is the kid.
Think about that.
Think about that. Well, for someone who says think about that, you don't do a lot of fucking thinking, don't you? I've read some resources on the internet. I can't describe the sources, but because it's on the internet, it means it's true. Fuck off. Alright. So apparently this chick's name is, Erica. I can't pronounce it. Apparently she exists. Don't know exactly why she exists. There we go. Got Polarbear Erica. There we go. That's the name. Okay, this is apparently part 2. It's a lot shorter.
Today I'm gonna make my video that I deleted but was re-uploaded more clean. So basically,
Man, she is fidgeting insanely. She can't like sit down for like 1 second and just make a point. She has to sort of fucking like move like retardedly. What the hell's going on with her? Is she like super uncomfortable? Is she like super scared someone's gonna walk into the room and realize what she's talking about?
originally the video
Or is she being coerced, or she's just mentally insane?
was for,
Probably all the above.
well, my channel,
I'm pretty sure her dad's probably the one that roofied her every night.
which I just made stupid videos on just because I
And I'm pretty sure the mom watched.
wanted to do that because I was having fun. But then my friend was like, hey, you know, it would be really funny. Make a video about something really controversial. And I was like, okay, what? And she was like, pedophilia.
Oh my god, your friend has set you up for failure.
Now, to make myself more clear, I don't necessarily support or condone, I don't at all condone sexual assault, rape, any sexual predators.
Sorry, pedophilia is
I do,
rape.
however, stand by my opinion when I say pedophiles who don't act, who simply are just different.
No, it's an unhealthy abnormality, and it will cause a lot of issues if it's not tempered and be able to be fixed upon, suppressed. What the fuck you want to use for the word? Again, this is not an argument, kiddo. I don't know what your friend is, but I hope to God that you have smarter parents, because it sounds like to me you're being manipulated.
I do think it was really rude for you guys to be assuming and re-uploading my videos when I took them down.
You probably should have thought about that before you uploaded something on the fucking internet. I get you're a teen and all or something, but come on.
But whatever.
Okay, that's a lot of salt. Alright, okay. There's a lot of rapists in the chat today. You know that? Yeah. Now, there's a lot of other different videos. I'm looking for one. Rape culture, respond to my haters. If women change their privileges. Again, he goes into his MGTOW rants all over again. Which is weird. I've noticed something. Almost every single video that he made is about Doom Guy. I've noticed that, huh? Like every single video, just about every single video. Sorry, not every single video, but a vast majority of it is about him coming after Doom Guy, it's pretty funny to me. I think he's obsessed. I think he's a tad obsessed. I think he might have some unrequited love for him. See you later. I'm just gonna call you Kiwi, Emu, because you got the picture of an emu. Have a good night. Rest well. Yeah, these guys love to say they're going to be part of the LGBT and something like that, but, it's not going to work. Come on. And if it does, then the LGBT has officially killed itself as a movement, so good luck with that.
The friggin' phone just disconnected. I don't fucking know why. But here's the thing that doesn't make any sense. I understand all their points and stuff like that. Why they shouldn't be a straight pride parade, because they never had to go through it, like one guy was saying. And it gives them a reason to march something about when their rights are being taken away. But you don't realize by doing that, you're starting unnecessary bullshit when you're doing it. You're starting another cycle of history that doesn't need to fucking happen, when we need to progress farther than that. Like, get past age and understand maps are not these fucking, aggressors and rapists and shit like that. And at the same friggin' time, at the same friggin' token, understand that straights are not phobics. They're not necessarily phobics. They're just attracted to the same sex. I mean, what am I saying? Pardon me. They're attracted to the opposite sex. Sorry.
I don't think that's
how. But that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, okay. First of all, again, what exactly is opposing pedophilia trying to repeat a part of history that is so bad? I would say part of the reason why society has progressed is because we end up getting rid of traditions and ideas about letting people committing atrocities like that to kids. There's a reason why people don't do it anymore. There's really no fucking justifiable reason to do so. For fuck's sakes.
And now you're starting to think now, hey, you're above everybody. And that's not fucking good attitude. It's not a good attitude. It's actually part of a grand problem that you don't want to.
Hey, Mr. Mike M, right? Mike M. Weren't you Mattis? Right, that's his name, Mattis. Weren't you the one who kept screaming at me for a debate for months on end? And as soon as Stevie Trowbridge decided to come at you and said that he's willing to debate you, you sort of flaked out. Come on, fuck off with that shit. Yeah, come on. No, we know your shit.
You don't want to understand. And I get it. History's justifiable. But again...
Well, I mean, again, yeah, there's history about how the effects of pedophilia, like anything else in life. It's kind of like, oh, that's boring shit.
You have to blame gender roles partly because of this. Blame the fact that,
That's not an opinion, that's a fact. You little fucking disgusting brony shit.
People don't want to get past things and see things in a deeper way. People don't want to understand gender can be a social construct. Gender can be whatever the heck it is. You have to discover what something is or isn't yourself. You have to discover that and figure that out. Anything is possible in this damn world. Anybody can represent something good and bad and try to understand people, try to come together the right ways, and other people can fuck things up for other people and create war, create division and bullshit. You know? Now if you're phobic or you're pedophobic, that's completely fucking different. You're not trying to see positive and
Because there is no positives to pedophilia. And this is not even a remote debate. It's like, pedophilia hasn't really done anything that would help a kid or a child develop themselves. Oh, and by the way, if some of you are in the Discord and you wish to join the conversation on stream, by all means, you just have to go to my Discord. You have to stuff like that, right? And then just go in the waiting room, and I'll pull you right in if you want to join on the discussion. I'll also allow the pedo guys an opportunity to join in, because why not? If they want to, if they have Discord. And we can have a discussion. I'm always open for discussions. And when I mean discussions is I just want people to talk about this. Because I'm seeing so many fucking people in the comment section screaming at each other. And I'm also engaged in it too. And I figured, fuck it, why not?
something, then forget about it. There's no hope for you. But if you're trying to understand people, and you're trying to understand the good in people, and you're trying to get past shit, like trying to get...
Look, this is why I don't get this utopian concept that every single person's a good person, that every single person is without malicious intent. You know for a fact that's not true. Curtin, you know that for a fact. After all, you're the one demonizing people for remotely thinking in a disagreement against you. So obviously you believe that some people don't fight for your interests, and you think they're demons for doing so. For fighting against your for fighting against your disgusting interests. That's just how it is. And all these things and what have you is there. You got the being
like I've said in my other video, you know, get past bathroom laws and shit like that, and get past the fact people have a penis and a vagina and shit. What the fuck does it fucking matter?
Oh yeah, for shit.
Even this whole thing where it should all be nude. It should be all nude, and everybody should fuck each other, and everybody should make love and, you know, intermingle with each other. What the hell's wrong with that? What the fuck's wrong with that? That's normal.
If we're talking about kids in that context, no, it's not normal.
That's all fucking normal. It's part of ancient history too. It just depends on how people are doing something.
Yeah, hold on. Don't worry, guys. I'll send the link.
You don't need to be a scientist or have a fucking educational background to know this shit. It's common fucking sense.
However, before I post the link. Actually, no, I will post the link. But before we get into having other people in the conversation first, right? There's one thing I must show the audience, and that is the wrong button. That is the a particular rather exposing video I found from Stevie Tobridge, one of the major critics of these pedophiles, right? So let's go ahead and close this real quick. And we're going to look up that video right now, because I have it. We're going to examine it, because again, I was building up to this expose reveal, and I'm kind of retarded sometimes. I lose the plot sometimes. I will admit that. To be honest, I'm kind of retarded. Alex Jones had said so. Anyway, so in this video from my drunken response to Johnny Sickfuck, aka Jonathan Curtin, posted a video. This was around February 20th, 2019. Welcome, people. We got some people in the Discord server. Hold on, let me give them some roles. Hey, mods, get people some roles, please. Give people some roles. There we go. Welcome to the shit show that is my server. Anyway, sorry. Let's get back to this. Apparently, Mr. Meat Curtin, Mr. Meaty the Molesti Curtin boy, admitted to something rather fucked up. Now, he mentions it a little bit in some of the videos that I've shown. He does mention this event did happen because he's a fucking retard that can't bury his shit. So let's go somewhere around here. I believe it's somewhere around 2:20, 22 minutes in. Let me go check real quick for the marker. Just in case. You know, I gotta be careful. You know, I don't wanna throw you guys for a loop or anything. So yeah, somewhere around that. All right, let's do it.
An issue with women. It's obvious from your videos, and if you don't know that, you haven't watched your own fucking videos.
Holy shit, he's wasted.
Considered a male feminist.
Fuck Savannah 8.
You know, he wants reform to things. What's wrong with reforming? It's up to people if you're willing to reform. It's all how you're doing it.
No, because of that. Because you're excusing that. Because you're excusing child grooming.
Not dominate. Oh,
You were 15.
how was his cousin? How do you know it's my cousin?
8, 9, 10 years old.
And that doesn't
He just mentioned a cousin. Out of nowhere. How did he know it was really interesting? Really fucking interesting.
mean I actually did what the way you think he did. The way you think it happened. I asked him because he was wiping himself, and he said, "Okay." You know,
Oh,
I
of
tried
course.
it.
This is.
You liked it.
Why
and
you
then
go
kept
in
asking.
detail?
It's once in a while. Once in a while.
Once in a while, when you
Doesn't
can
mean I
manipulate him into doing it.
Force think it happened.
Because of that. Because you're excusing that. Because you're excusing child grooming.
Not dominate. Oh,
You were 15.
how was his cousin? How do you know it's my cousin?
8, 9, 10 years old.
And that doesn't mean I actually did
Fuck.
the way you think he did. The way you think it happened. I asked him because he was wiping himself, and he said, "Okay." You know,
Oh,
I
of
tried
course.
it.
This is.
You liked it.
Why
and
you
then
go in
kept asking.
detail?
He admitted to engaging in sexual actions to his cousin. His cousin. Guy was licking his cousin's asshole. He was licking his cousin's asshole. What the fuck? Whoa. Oh my god. He was licking his cousin's asshole. So he's admitted to a crime. Oh my god. Sweet Home Alabama. Holy shit. Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna allow some people in. I think Doom Guy wants on. Oh. Whoa! Oh, watch the audio, Doom Guy. I can hear you. Asshole! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, careful. If you've got some headphones, use some headphones, please. Or headsets.
Hold on.
Oh my god! Sweet Home Alabama. Oh, where'd all those pedos go? Oh my god, it's like they all disappeared when I proved it. I'm gonna allow some people in. I think Doom Guy wants on. Oh. Whoa!
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, watch the audio, Doom Guy. I can hear you.
I got a pair of
Well,
headphones that don't.
sorry, let me mute you real quick. Sorry, my bad. I'm hearing myself and I'm getting a fucking reaction out of it. I'm gonna post the video link in the in here, in the chat, so you guys can watch the video yourself. Again, it's basically around like 22 minutes and 30 seconds where he talks about how he's basically licked his cousin's asshole. And I believe his cousin was quite a young kid. He was wearing diapers and shit. That's the information that I heard of from this video alone. And amazing how all the pedophiles that trying to defend Jonathan Curtin just disappeared as soon as I used that video. Oh my god. That's amazing. Alright, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna shut up real quick. I'm gonna let Doom Guy talk.
Alright, am I up?
I can hear.
All right, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Because these things are kind of hit and miss.
I'll try my best to not talk over you.
They're like going, fuck, 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 run, 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 fuck, we're fucked, run, run, they're gonna get us, run.
Anyway, so what do you think of that reveal?
Honestly, like, the funny thing is he also mentioned it in a comment that he deleted in his old fucking channel in a response to me back and forth that was going in a thread.
Yeah, sorry about the audio, guys. I'm trying to fix that. There you go.
I didn't fucking screen cap it because I never figured it was going to go anywhere because usually people like him always slip under the fucking radar.
I don't blame you. I'm just sitting here amazed that he just admitted to that and that he figured that somebody wasn't going to keep some kind of proof. This was like from a different channel, right? Before he deleted it.
It was his Jonathan Curtin channel. That was like back when he actually used his fucking name for his channel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Again, a lot of these pedos aren't very smart people. That's been pretty much self-evident. Okay.
I think it's funny, like he calls me a homophobe. It's like, you're openly gay. I associate with you with no reason whatsoever to dislike you. You being gay is not even an issue whatsoever. I have an openly gay cousin.
Well,
but because I use the word faggot, I must hate gay people.
Well, see, Doom Guy, I honestly think this guy's got the hots for you. Cause look at how many fucking videos he makes about you. Like the vast majority of it, like 95% of it, it's basically just him, talking shit about you. Hey, dickballs, what's up? We just exposed a pedophile. Enjoy the fucking fallout.
Boom.
Let's say so. No Matt Bunny. Who's No Matt Bunny? I don't trust it will be civil. Yeah, well, just have a conversation. I'm not going to immediately attack. So long as you don't open the fucking conversation with ad hominems and shit, ad hominems and insults. I cannot talk today. I'm sorry. I've been running off of coffee for like well over a day. Yeah, I know, right? So
fucking funny. That's actually clever.
Oh, fuck. Shit. So, hey, Damien. Apparently, Curtin admitted to licking his little cousin's asshole while it had shit.
Like, shit on my mouth.
Yeah, he got shit on his mouth or something. Again, look at all the pedos that just disappeared as soon as that happened. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anyway,
no guests coming. Oh shit, they got reinforcements.
Does anyone know if No Matt Bunny is actually one of the pedophile supporters?
I haven't seen him around. It's possibly might have been one I just missed, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, this person's new to me. It's got a lowly character. Okay.
Heard now.
Why do you need to like use voice changer? It's not like I'm gonna fucking dox you or anything. That's fucking gay. No, like don't look. No, my bunny, don't fucking worry about it. I just want a fucking conversation. Goddamn.
Do you really think you're gonna like risk getting arrested for a federal crime over his sorry ass?
No. What Jonathan Curtin admitted to was a crime. We're gonna have a discussion. Come on.
What? Like, does he really expect me to just start screaming at him the moment he shows up?
All right. Hello. Shit. Give a moment.
What happens here?
We have someone in the conversation now. Hello there, No Map Bunny. Be free to talk when you're ready. I'm guessing the voice changer takes a bit.
Going covert op on us, Cass.
Over op on a public stream. Genius! Some Metal Gear Solid shit.
So crazy, no one will see it coming.
Solid Snake.
Oh yeah. Box.
Alright. Okay. So can you hear us, No Matt Bunny? Unfortunately, I cannot hear you. Have you checked your
His like mic settings.
Yeah, check your mic settings.
Probably might have muted himself. Like, does it have a button he could have flipped?
I don't know.
Be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink to make sure my computer has its power cord plugged in because I have no idea what the battery's at.
All right. Do you boo? Oh, they left. Okay. All right. There we go again. All right. Muted. I don't know who's muted. Is that me or you? Hold on. Actually, hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me give you basic roles. Someone gave you a random fucking role called Pedophile. I never even made something like that. What the? This is one of the mods fucking around.
Hello.
Hey there, Skelly. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. How's everyone doing? I can't talk today.
I can't even talk today either. I'm doing good. I'm smashing pedos in the face apparently, and they're really mad. So
humanity is on an all-time low.
Did the no map?
It should work now.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Sorry, I had the voice settings all wrong.
No, it's all good and understandable. So.
Hey, first I want to say thanks for like not just kicking us off your chat, because like a lot of people do that. They're not willing to debate or have the other side say anything.
Well, see, that's the thing. I actually let people have conversations. I think it's kind of gay to just delete shit, unless it's something illegal, of course, or doxing.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. Like, you don't want to get yourself in trouble, obviously.
Yeah, but okay, so let's have a discussion about this because I've tried so many different attempts to get some of your ilk here, and a lot of them just tend to flake. So I don't know why. But so explain to me exactly your opinions about this whole pedophilia topic.
Well, the first thing is like just having a thought and opinion should not be arrestable, even though some people do think that, or just promoting an opinion should not be arrestable. We have free speech for a reason in this country.
Well,
even if it's speech you might disagree with.
Well, of course, I don't argue about sending people to prison for speech. That's not my argument throughout the entire stream. It's the same way I'm not going to demand people to be arrested because they said the word "kill yourself, faggot." I don't believe in censorship in that sense. Let's just say that.
Second off, I find the age of consent to be 18 to be arbitrary for many reasons. Like,
how so?
For example, well, say a girl's 17, like a day before she's 18, right? One day, and you have sex with her, like the day before she's 18. You're going to go to prison for raping a kid. But at the same time, if you just wait 24 more hours, now she's able to consent. Nothing happens in that 1 day period.
It depends on the state that you're in.
Well, that is true.
There's also Romeo and Juliet laws as well.
Yeah, certain states have different stipulations to help kind of counteract that, but generally that's the problem with what happens. You have to be careful for if you're engaging with people with the law. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm going to up really quick if we're going to discuss this.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it be set that way, have the law be set that way, instead of just having it lowered and have the risk of a kid getting injured.
Well, what exactly would be the argument then? The real question is, do you advocate for lowering the age of consent, and how far would that be?
Well, first off, as an anarchist, I don't think we should have an age of consent. I do see rape as rape, though. Like, if you do something against somebody's will, then obviously you should be punished. I would not disagree on that. But to claim that anyone can know exactly when someone's ready to consent, right? To claim that somebody knows that, that's taking somebody's rights away, somebody's autonomy away. Because you're telling someone they can't do something. What if I said to you, yo, you can't smoke weed, or you're not allowed to smoke cigarettes until you're 21? Is that that would be violating your rights.
There's a difference between restricting vices in comparison to something as serious as having sexual intercourse with vastly different age groups.
So would you say a 20 and a 70-year-old should not have sex?
What was that?
Would you say a 20 and 70-year-old should not have sex? Because that's still vast different age groups.
I think it's creepy, but that's not illegal from what I can tell.
But just because something's illegal doesn't mean it's ethical, though. I mean, slavery was legal at one time. And I'm not saying you support slavery. I'm just saying slavery was legal at one time. That didn't mean it was ethical. So just because something's the law doesn't mean it's ethical.
Well, we're arguing for morality's sake instead of the legal sake right now.
But
That's
morality means allow people the right to do what they want, even if they harm themselves. But I don't see it as harm for most people. Like I said before, when I was 13, I had a 25-year-old lover, and that was not harm. And I know what harm is because when I was 11, I was raped against my will. But at 13, I sought out an older lover.
Right.
Well, it's the responsibility of the adult at that point, not you. You're the kid.
Are we talking about the adult in the relationship or the parent?
I'm talking about the adult in the relationship, right? If a relationship like that happens, right? It's the adult's responsibility, not you. If you pursue that adult when you're 13, it's not on you. It's on the adult to make that decision.
But
and if the adult does that, then the adult is abusing you. That's the fact.
All right. Hold on. It seems like Doom Guy wants to take the stage. I'll let him. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Axe Knuckles.
Yep, sure.
All right, now first things first. I'm going to try, like keyword being fucking try, to be nice to you about what you just said. Here's the thing. I respect the fact that you believe that you're an anarchist and you want to be one. Okay. Backburn and completely shove that in the trash can because that's not relevant or important or meaningful in any way. The whole consent thing. Neurobiologists and pediatric psychologists have done CT scans on the brains of children, including MRIs, the same typical scans you do to test for brain tumors or any sort of issue with the brain's chemical imbalances, so on and so forth. People between the ages of, for example, 7 to 22 years of age, their brains are still wiring the parts of the brain that are responsible for forming the neuroreceptors that are responsible for impulsiveness. And that's usually why teenagers sometimes fuck up and they do dumb shit when they're teenagers because they have no control over their impulses because their decision-making skills have not really fully formed. And that someone who has like really no decision-making skills and no idea how the consequences are going to impact them should be allowed to do whatever they want to themselves, even if they do potentially fall into the trappings or the talons of someone who may sexually exploit them because they believe this person is their friend. See, even though they're not being violently raped, the thought of them being conditioned to believe it's normal by someone is not the same thing. Who are close enough to the same age to understand and have a reasonable expectation for what the action actually means. Is what you're suggesting, more or less, like you want to remove an age of consent law. Well, imagine if you were to do that, and that safeguard that stops people from actually grooming children and actively seeking them out is now gone. Like you basically remove that one barrier that children have to protect them from unknowingly wandering into the teeth of someone who may prey upon them. Confident in saying that you have no idea or that you would just refuse to acknowledge the potential risks that this could cause.
I'm not saying there's not risks in anything, but even when we have laws, people still violate them. I mean, criminals do not care about the laws.
That we're gone at all, though.
But like under an anarchist society, people would respect people's autonomy, and if a kid had something done against their will, then yes, people would stand up against that. And the second thing I read about those brain scans, and that those brain scans also teach that decision making and all that does not complete till 25, which is still why people in their early 20s are still as reckless as teens. So, are you saying we should raise the age of consent?
7-year-old.
What? No, no. The idea is when you're in your 20s, let's say 21, 22, 20, straight 20, you're an adult, can make your decisions, regardless if that's rash or not. That's not the point. The point is comparing a child, a child to an adult, someone in their 30s, someone in their 25s, to someone being in a relationship who's like fucking 12, it's not a good comparable thing to consider here, because the reality is when you put those two together, that kid is not remotely developed anywhere near compared to someone who's 20 or 18. That's the point of these laws.
But I also think if we were less sex negative and actually taught about sexuality at a younger age, children would be more aware of this stuff. The fact that we are such a sex negative nation and we try and keep things away from children and not allow them to. Sex negative, yes, as in, oh no, we can't talk about sex. I mean, you look at states where they don't teach sex ed, right? and they only teach abstinence have higher levels of teen pregnancy than states that are actually more positive and have more sexual education. So I would
Bro,
believe that
if
if
you know
we
anything
taught
about me, you know I'm not sex negative.
Whatever
No, but if
that's
we-
supposed to mean. I mean, we also
but
live in
if
a
we actually
nation where
you can go.
popular rappers on the weekly talk about fucking a bitch. I'm not exactly sure where. Are we talking about an education system?
Yes, education.
Okay, it's one thing to teach a kid about sex. It's another thing to demand that they should also engage with that knowledge at the age they're in. In this case,
I'm not demanding them though. The kid has a right to choose or not. And I personally think that the child, like I did, should go to the adult, that the adult should not come upon the child. And that's my personal opinion.
Oh, great.
are we talking about the partner
no.
adult in the situation, or are we talking about the parent?
The partner.
The partner.
Like how I went upon my
Come here,
partner.
kid.
Where's the parent
I
in
know
this,
what's
in the
best for you.
situation?
My parents, well, they were abusive piece of crap, so like they weren't involved at all.
That's fucked, but that's not in every situation for a child.
No, but the child does have a right to learn about this world, and if they were more understood sexuality better, they would not be groomed as likely because they would know the warning signs of grooming.
Not smart enough to identify the warning signs because they're fucking children.
Children are smarter than you think. I've seen some very smart children. There's children who set up their own businesses.
Yeah.
Your age does
I
not
read
mean-
Green Eggs and Ham when I was 3, dude.
Super intelligent.
No, but no, to think like children are just like these dumb little creatures that have no brains and can't think for themselves, that's thinking very negative on kids and their abilities.
Naivete and stupidity are two entirely different concepts.
And sex comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yes, it does.
Reading Green Eggs and Ham doesn't. Pick up the book and you read it.
No, I don't disagree that sex comes with responsibility, which is why, like, both people should be responsible with it. And I honestly feel that, like, we should just have children more prepared for things and educate them better.
Being molested.
Being what?
More prepared for being molested, everyone. You heard it from him.
What?
No, I like I said in the chat, I'm a bottom. I'm not gonna like go fuck some kid, and I'm not even having sex with kids at all either.
You okay?
It means they probably won't give it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll be simple. I apologize. It's just fucking...
I just did not expect that. That's all.
I'm trying to keep the live stream interesting.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that.
What the fuck?
But no, like, I just think that with saying that kids don't have a right to consent at all and putting that one age and sitting it there, right, doesn't make sense. 18 just doesn't make sense because, like,
makes sense in a biological perspective.
No, because people will argue kids who are 14 can have sex with kids who are 16, but if they go one more age, now it's damaging. Like the whole Romeo and Juliet laws, those are okay, but if the guy's like, oh, I thought I was gone. Yeah, they went. But if the guy's 1 year older, now it's abuse. I mean, the laws are kind of silly how they're written.
I mean, in
one
that
state,
perspective, in terms of we're talking about like underage individuals engaging in, then one of them hits the sort of age of consent and then gets fucked by the law in your perspective, right?
Yeah, and I think that's dumb.
It's unfortunate in that circumstance, but unfortunately, how else are we going to solve the problem? How are we going to? I don't think lowering the age of consent is going to fix it. I'm not sure how, because that's going to affect a lot more than just that one kid who gets hit with those that particular law because they didn't stop engaging in that relationship by the time they hit the age of consent. And again, where does the parents come into this? Where's the parents involved in the situation? Yeah, they're supposed to be the authority figure in the kid's life to begin with.
Well, I disagree. A parent should not be an authority. Should be more of like a caretaker guide, or not like, I'm your boss, you listen to everything I say. I think that's like a very toxic way to raise your children. That's just teaching them to just obey authority no matter what.
I'm not disagreeing with the fact that parents shouldn't be strict authoritarian like.
That's not the argument.
I do think that parents should be, authoritarian to the extent of, hey, if you see a guy in creepy white van, don't run up to him. He's not gonna give you candy. Seriously, please don't go.
He's not going to give you candy. He's going to basically pork your ass all the way to therapy for the rest of your life.
And I mean, baseline punishment does teach kids things. I mean, we can argue about that. That's a different sort of thing. But
yeah,
getting grounded when you steal something, maybe you're not going to steal something again. Taking someone's phone away whenever you steal something, you know, maybe you won't learn to steal again. Maybe, who knows? It's person by person. For sure.
How would you say about my case? I know when I was like 11, I was abused. But that older guy I was with when I was 13, I have no abuse, no bad memories or anything from it. That was all positive. So, what would be...
Rape victims, a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time, often have fantasies of rape after the rape occurs. And it's sad, but it's fact, right? It's not for... It's not... I don't even think of it for most cases, right? But that's just what happens, with some cases at least. So that might be an explanation there. I don't know. I don't know your circumstances, and I'm sorry that happened to you. But I mean, you know, it's a fact at that point that that happens.
I think it's funny that we have two different victims of sexual abuse in this fucking thing right now. One of them claims to have been positive, and one of them can say it's been overwhelmingly negative.
Well, I guess some people try to rationalize what happened to them. I mean, I figured really, that was just gonna happen.
It's unfortunate. It really is, and I'm sorry to hear that. But just because that happened and you had one positive experience from it doesn't make it positive.
And it also doesn't inherently make it a good thing just because you rationalize it and then you engage in those adult relationships. That makes absolutely no sense. That's that's you just delving into your own problem there, and that's not healthy at all. Especially if we're talking about manipulation. For all we know, this person could be a subtle manipulator. And they probably is. There's a sort of, if you're going to engage in these massive age groups in terms of, like, let's say someone in their 30s or late 20s fucking around with someone who's 13, obviously there's a desire for that power fantasy. Where's the limit there? If you're not careful with that limit, what would happen to the child then?
Well, like, I know there are negative occurrences too, and I feel if it's a negative occurrence, someone should be punished. If someone does something against someone's will, they should be punished, of course.
There's a lot of negative occurrences, because at that point, when it comes to the child, when they engage in that relationship, it's oftentimes going to be skewed in favor to the adult partner. And what would happen if that person was quite malicious in their intent? What other reason would they be going after for a kid instead of going with someone with their own age group? Is it because they're seeking power or control?
Well, this is something I don't go after anyone personally myself, but like in my fantasies, like I'm not in power. I allow the kid to have the power.
Maybe not you. Maybe we can argue that you may be the grandiose example of the exception to the rule, but especially in the most basic, the basic course of psychologies, it's a completely different story. It is a huge problem.
Studies show that the human brain doesn't develop fully until, like, what, 24, 26, something like that?
About 25, yeah.
And I'm not saying that, 18 shouldn't be the baseline. Me personally, I feel that 18 should be universal, at least in the States, for age of consent. That's just me personally. And people can disagree. That's fine, but that's just how I see it. And trust me, people in the server know I'm into some degenerate shit. But I'm not out there hitting kids.
Yeah, Mal's like, no, please. Oh God, no, please, don't hurt the child.
Come here, Mal.
Oh no, don't include Mal into this.
Oh shit.
No. Good boy.
Well, I mean, that's up to him. I don't give a fuck.
I was like, oh, I don't give a shit. Never mind.
I love you, Mal.
Mal is good. Good goyim.
Yeah. We can say that. Oh no.
Yep. I already got hit with bullshit the other day with my channel anyway, so I honestly don't give a shit. The reality of the situation is it seems like to me where it's ignoring the problem that comes from the disproportionate amount of control and power that comes from the adult person in that relationship, though.
Well, I won't disagree. We live in a society right now where there's different power structures and different power levels, and I would rather see a society where everyone's on equal playing field.
Power levels?
I mean, that might be utopians. What I mean by power levels is like, like someone in government has more authority over someone else, and like some parents see themselves as more authority over the child. And I'd rather see a society where everyone is on an equal playing field. Everyone sees each other as equal and not use a power structure against each other.
Wait, well, how is anarchy exactly an equal playing field?
Because everyone is now an autonomous individual, and there's no longer a power structure against each other.
But that power structure still exists, and oftentimes it's usually in the form of war bands.
I'm more of a utopian, to be honest.
I can see why.
Impossible dream.
Hey, it's worth dreaming, though.
Indeed.
I mean, there's a difference between dream and reality. Putting your heads in a cloud in versus acknowledging how human beings tend to be when put into certain circumstances. Like in this case, anarchy. Okay, everyone's equal. Well, that's up until someone has certain abilities that allows them to form up armies. Then, well, we're kind of fucked. How else do you think the fall of Rome and then the birth of quote Dark Ages in medieval Europe came to be? When Rome completely fell and there was no order or control of any kind. Not even like in the most manual, most lowest sense of authority.
Well, the church just had a lot of power back then.
Well, of course, because they have their own military forces. They always did. Especially back then, who has the best army wins.
Yeah,
the quickest winners.
Well, we still have that today. That's why America is still a world power, because we have the biggest army and we can just crush whoever we want.
Well, that's pretty much the domain of the world, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, though.
A lot of things are sad, but that's how reality works in that sense. The point is, I don't see where anything good comes from one side having all the power in that relationship to coerce, demand, or have to open suggestion to the other child, because we're talking about a kid here, not the most well developed, will seek authority, some kind of authority figure, and some semblance of development. And what would happen if that relationship, which oftentimes is not, is quite manipulative and basically predatory, using them as a tool for something like sexual pleasure, or in other cases of what's wrong with with what's wrong with little kids is being thrown into wars, child soldiers in that case too. I mean, there's already studies why child soldiers exist as a convenient resource. It's easy to train a bunch of kids to be social, mentally and physically adapt to the idea of killing people, especially as they grow up. The same could arguably be applied to pedophilia. That's usually where psychology brings up the issue.
I don't want to use my power. Like, if I could, I don't offend. I've never offended. I've not had sex since I was 18, but I would not want to use any power against the child. I'd want to be on an equal playing field.
Again, you may want that, but that's not the opinion or the mindset of others who
but you
subscribe
can
to
pass
pedophilia.
any laws you want, though. You could pass all the laws in the world, and there's still going to be people who are going to do this to people. The laws are not what's going to keep people safe. In fact, some things, laws make things even more violent. Like the laws on drugs make the drug crime much more violent. Like drugs would be less violent if we didn't have laws against it. I personally feel that if we educated children, says these are dangerous people, this is what kind of people are bad, these are what kind of people are good, and educated them, that would be more beneficial than just keep putting more laws in the books, like banning sex dolls and lolly and shota, saying, oh, that's protecting children, we're strong on pedophilia.
Well, see, the thing is, there's another factor of things about the law that one thing about the Constitution I also especially respect is that I believe people should have the right to defend themselves. Obviously, Second Amendment. Yeah, okay, I get that. I'm not arguing in terms of laws to control everything. Obviously, I want people to defend themselves and other shit like that. The point, though, is I don't see where anyone can come to an agreement and just sacrifice the laws just to let pedophiles get away with what they want, it makes no sense to me. It really doesn't.
Oh boy.
Does someone want? Oh, Scotty joined. Does he want to say anything?
Hey, Scotty, how you doing?
Yeah, the foolproof plan to fix this offender problem is take every single one of them, line them up against a wall, pop, 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 until they're all dead.
Firing squad.
So, offenders or just people who speak on it?
I'm talking
If
about
you
offenders.
get caught, pop.
Oh, he's talking about offenders too. Yeah. And in this case with Jonathan Curtin, I think the main problem is he's pretty much admitted to acting upon his fetishes in the way he did, which shows that he definitely broke the law.
Yeah.
Explains why he deleted his original channel. I have a feeling he probably got visited by the cops for that.
My problem with the answer to shoot them all is, what would you then do if you found out 5 years later it was a false case? Like it was a case of a lie. Like someone just lied to get to someone. Oh, I just want to get them. Now you've killed an innocent person, which is why I'm against the death penalty, because you don't want to kill innocent people on false accusations.
I don't. I believe in some serious cases like that, there needs to be a fucking mountain of resources put into looking into these situations and proving if it's guilty or not. And not just that, but also putting out different branches from not just government police, but we're also talking private and otherwise to also help deal with that. Other sources to help add in the proof that this person is indeed this or not. But again, we're talking about that factor of the situation. I'm talking about the situation is, what about pedophilia in any way could ever justify having the pedophile having that much power over the child?
But I don't see it as power. I see that restricting the kid as power. Personally, myself.
What?
I say restricting a kid from having a right to do what they want to do. Like, if I was told that by my parents who are abusive, both psychologically and physically, that I can't be with my lover, I'd see that as abuse, because I was the one person showing me love.
But that matters absolutely fucking nothing if we're talking about a pedophilic relationship where oftentimes the adult in that relationship is usually physically and mentally more developed and thus is stronger and can enforce their will instantaneously. If they wanted to essentially harm the child to get their way, they will likely do it. If that's what they seek. That's the problem. Where is the will then? Where is their rights then?
If someone does that, they're a piece of shit, and I hope they get locked away forever. If they put their power over and harm a kid, I don't care then. Do what you want to someone who actually uses their power to harm someone.
Why else are they looking for the kid then? Do you honestly?
Because that's who they're attracted to.
Oh, so
it's not like it's a choice. It's not like a flip. It's not like I woke up one day and says, "Yeah, I want to be attracted to kids. That sounds like fun."
there are people that want to fuck cats and dogs in a vacuum cleaner. Should we just realize that too?
Oh fuck! No, like that's straw manning the position, because that's not even what I'm suggesting, or even the argument. What I'm pointing out is that the fucking disproportionate amount of power against the kid exists. And you shouldn't be trusting people with that much fucking disproportionate amount of power with children. Especially when oftentimes that the reason they go after the kid is because it's a sort of power fantasy.
Yeah, and a lot of those people too are not even pedophiles. Like, they did a study and found like 80% of people who do rape children are not even minor attracted. They did it just for a power struggle, not because of that. Most people I've talked to who are pedophiles, who are only attracted to kids, do not want to abuse a child. They want a consensual relationship.
No consent there.
Well, as it says, at the end of the day, the law still exists in that front that the child can't consent.
Yeah, that's why most of us don't do anything. Because like jail sucks. Well, I'm not going to say there aren't people who don't offend. That'd be a lie. I'd be making a lie on your stream. There are people who still offend, don't care what the law says. Says, I hope the law just doesn't catch me. I'm going to offend. But then there's ones who are like, well, let's just advocate changing the law. It's our free speech to do, and we're not going to break the laws because we don't want to go to jail.
So, like, Like, the problem with this logic is it's the same with the bestiality problem. It's a power fucking fantasy, and you can't just trust people with that and assume that they're not gonna try some fuckery with it.
There are some, yes, that it is a power fantasy for, and then there are some like me who it's not. Each person's different. We can't like put everyone in one bucket.
It's
Can somebody that doesn't understand what romantic love even is consent? I don't get how the fuck that's humanly possible.
How's what?
Oh fuck. Jesus fucking H Christ.
What's up?
The fuck it is you can rationalize like someone that doesn't even know what romantic love is can somehow consent to romantic love. Like I've never seen a 3-year-old say, "Yeah, I want to get married and fuck." I've never seen a 3-year-old actually think that and say that and actually have like a full cognizant.
I'm not even talking about 3-year-olds though.
The fact is, like, it's a child in general. That's the point here. Like, a child who has no life experience is not going to have any frame of reference for what the fuck any of this means. So it's like, yeah, you know what? This kid that has no life experience, love is just caring about someone without the sexual connotations because they can't differentiate at that young of a state of development. Like in their early teens, they might not be able to fully form it because even when they get like 11, 12, they might not be able to bridge the difference between you want to fuck this person when you feel like you might be mature enough and ready for it, compared to you really care about your brother or your best friend and you want them to do well in life and you want to be there when they need you for help. But the thing is, though, kids don't understand those boundaries yet. And basically, what you're suggesting in this particular context is that people remove those boundaries and that they just do whatever they fucking want. Like the kid, let me just explain something. I need to like put a fine point on this and never initiates a sexual relationship with a doll unless they've been groomed prior. Like, for example, you said you were raped by an older male before you saw another relationship with an older partner. But that was only after the fact of being taken advantage of by someone who's older. More often than not, someone who is not taken advantage of will not seek out a relationship with an adult because this person has not been enacted on the way that other people might have. Thus, they will not seek out that same thing because sometimes people end up forming an attraction to their abuse as a way of compensating for the emotional trauma they went through.
Again, it's not a very healthy relationship either way.
It's kind of like rape Stockholm syndrome.
Like it's a very controlling situation. And
but is it always controlling though? Every time? Would you say every single time it's controlling? Every time.
Every single time it's controlling?
Would you say it's controlling every single time?
Well, I mean, what else is the purpose other than is to achieve some form of possession?
Isn't that what every relationship is, though?
Oh. I'm fucking someone who's 25 right now. I'm 24. There is no control there because this person and I are on equal mental footing. I may be bigger than them, stronger than them, but I do not manipulate them. There's a huge difference between
relationships, though, even with adults, can be financial manipulation, emotional manipulation. That happens with adults too.
Now the problem is
abusive relationships, not one like
a kid instinctually goes for what they may think will be a potential parent. In that regard, the pedophile ends up getting a sort of parental control.
And that's because of how our society treats children right now. Children had more autonomy, and they did not see parents as a controlling figure.
How kids think. That's a biological factor. It is how a kid. It's how a kid oftentimes learns to develop.
There's a biological difference.
Goddamn, Josh. It's. Why is this guy in... What do you want about again, Damien? Oh, it's the brony. Okay.
Get rid of the fucking brony. That's the bronies.
No, the problem is that instinctually the kid is looking for some kind of figure in their life. We're talking about father or mother figure. When any of those is disrupted, they usually tend to come with some problems with the child's development. Pedophilia makes that fucking worse. Obviously. Because we're talking about adding a sexual element to something that shouldn't have been sexual to begin with. If anything, it's extremely easy to see that a kid will end up becoming susceptible to manipulation of various forms. and to accept some rather shitty things to them rather quickly, or at least eventually having that cemented in their mind in some way. It's just, this is a biological factor of it, because the brain is still forming.
You can't say biological and not expect me to do Jordan Peterson.
Biological Jordan Peterson. Yeah, I know.
All I'm saying is that there can be relationships where there's no harm done, and there can be ones that are bad. And like I said, I can understand going against the ones that are bad, but like ones with my older lover where I went after him, I see no harm in that at all. And we should not stop
Because you were
relationships. Yes, so I know the difference from abuse and non-abuse.
The only reason you formed that particular attraction, that particular interest in seeking out an older partner was because someone else had done something to you beforehand. Awful quiet really fast, didn't he?
No, I'm just thinking. That's all.
Now.
All I'm saying is that
dig really far back in there. Your shovel.
I don't know, Doom Guy. Were you the kind of kid who was thinking about getting fucked by some guy in his 30s with a 7-inch cock?
No, when I was like 10 and 11, I didn't really give a shit about that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like I know that girl, but it wasn't like, yeah,
it's.
I mean, I had friends that were hypersexual at 12, 13.
Might have entered puberty sooner than others, but that doesn't mean it was appropriate for them to fuck people who are like 10 years their senior or their junior.
But why not? You keep saying that there's an abuse. It's all abuse, but it's not always all abuse. Some people just want someone older, and some people enjoy it. If the person who is not going to use control or manipulation and it's all consensual, then why is it so bad?
And I keep seeing people who say they enjoy it, and they tend to have some really fucked up sense of morality or connection with, morality or connection with reality. There's still a psychological problem that takes hold. They have issues with a variety of these factors. It's like, even if they quote in your mind consented, it still doesn't change that there is an effect that takes hold. And it's not a very positive one.
Alright, Cass, do you mind if I say something really quick?
Go ahead.
Now, when I was 13, I was sexually abused by 2 girls, and before someone says, well, it must have been a good thing, no, it wasn't, because I was not interested in these people. These people were not physically attractive to me whatsoever, despite the fact that I'm straight. And basically what happened is, as a result of that abuse, drawing from almost every personal relationship I had that were with the people who were the same sex as my abusers, like they were made out of fucking fire, because I subconsciously developed that paranoia and that fear about trusting people close to that age who happen to be women. As a result, I ended up developing a serious fucking painkiller addiction for at least 4 or 5 years. I also ended up, like, I would get into, like, short-term relationships with people that were close to my age. And then those relationships, of course, would, like, fucking self-destruct. Self-destruct because whenever this person would try to get physical, I would just immediately, I would go, like, I would shut right the fuck down. My brain would basically say, panic, 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 panic. Like, basically you shut down and you basically just crumble. Like in a fucking paper ball, and then you just pretty much wait for whatever's happening to be over when like you get thrown right back into that fucking headspace. Like almost a decade of like fucking therapy, counseling, antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds. Like maybe about 4 or 5 years ago that I actually managed to actually form a fucking relationship with someone. I love this person to death. I'm still with her now, but the fact is it wasn't until that I was actually able to form a fucking relationship because of all the side effects that occurred. Now, granted, what happened to me, 40, like the things that occur are 89 to 95% of chances. That's if you don't count for the drop off of like a 2 to 3% that might not be accounted for due to the people either killing themselves or they just completely repress it so they don't get added into data collection because they don't recall it so they don't get therapy for it. And the fact that what happened to me is an incredibly high likelihood for anyone that goes through any sort of sexual encounter with an adult. Why would you say it should be condoned if it could actually end up resulting in that exact fucking thing to millions, and I mean millions, teenagers, but children, or people who are just barely teenagers, or people who might even be barely out of their toddler years. Like, would you really say that despite all those seriously mentally scarring effects that they fucked up my life for almost half my fucking life,
The problem
would
is
you say that it's not a big problem considering the fact that the likelihood is incredibly high of someone going through all that?
the problem is the long-term effects on this shit is severe. And this is why nobody is going to sit there and justify wanting that to happen in real life, wanting any of these relationships, why people have such a sort of instinctual urge to go after pedophiles. Because they know that the long-term effects are way too risky, and it causes so many physical and mental damages. We're also talking about kids. They're not physically developed for it. They had to develop some serious physical damages from that too. There's
Timmy's prostate got punctured. He died.
Sorry, what was that?
Little Timmy's prostate got punctured. He fucking died.
Well, that person's a piece of shit because they went past what the kid was capable of handling.
It just somehow makes the difference between someone who would have done it regardless and just, okay, so if someone just waits a little bit, that somehow just makes it better.
What do you mean by that?
Because if he waits for like a couple more years, like when the kid's like, for example, not 7 anymore, like they're 9 or 10, like him fucking the kid in the ass just gets okay. It's somehow like less bad.
It's not just okay because he's just fucking him in the ass and waits till he's a certain age. It's not okay till the kid is ready for it. And I can't say
Kids
what
can
age
barely
it is.
stand on
Each
their
person,
2 feet without being easily knocked the fuck over by anything. You honestly think they're going to handle having a cock up their ass?
It depends on
You
each
honestly
kid. Depends on
think
each person. Each
It
person's
depends
different.
on each person. That's a very convenient way of basically saying the exceptions exist. We should make the exceptions the fucking rule.
No, we should punish people who hurt people, who molest, who end up puncturing, damaging people. Those people should be punished. But people who did not harm anyone, like my older lover, they should not be punished.
Wall.
Now, what should happen is that the cops should have intervened and make sure that relationship never happened to begin with, because the risks was obviously statistically too fucking high.
That relationship's the only thing that kept me alive. I was gonna kill myself before that relationship.
He took advantage of an emotionally dependent kid.
No, I wanted somebody. I wanted a relationship.
And someone could use that against you. That
They
you
did not
wanted
even
something
know.
more.
I kept that secret for a long time.
Sure you did.
Body language and mannerisms would pretty much point that out to someone who's perceptive enough.
But they helped me go through it.
Because they wanted your booty.
Even if we can just randomly accept this as a fact, we're talking about exceptions over the fucking rule.
There are also studies, I don't have them on me, that show that there's a lot of people in the same shoes as me, that they were fine with what happened. They enjoyed it, they consented.
Because they rationalize it, but that doesn't mean that the physical and mental effects just doesn't exist just because they automatically accept it. I mean, despite some people who do, quote, accept it, end up with long-term psychological problems that will fuck them over for life.
And that's terrible and it's wrong. I disagree. I agree with that. Like, people who are abused, it's horrible.
If you were abused, then why would you seek out a similar situation than the abuse that you went through? That makes no sense. Like, why would you you would create a similar situation than the abuse that you went through? Why the fuck would you do that?
Do what? Look for another? No, this guy was different.
It's the same situation. It's still an older guy.
A lot of victims in those kind of relationships tend to go, well, this guy's different. No, trust me, guys. He isn't like the others. He's really gentle. Ignore the fact that he punched me in the face, a black guy. No, sorry, that was... I fell on the stairs. That was my fault.
No, it's not the... I'm not saying we should not victim blame. Not saying we should victim blame.
I'm not saying victim blame. I'm saying that you're basically pulling the most basic bitch responses that a Stockholm Syndrome person would pull in order to justify an unhealthy relationship.
Just lost his temper. He won't do it again.
sorry.
someone
I
who
didn't
do
suck
something
his
like
dick
that
the
is
wrong way.
wrong.
I won't make the same mistake again.
I was never I just still don't see it as abuse. My guy was never abusive to me, ever. And if it makes you all feel better, if you're all worried he's going to abuse again, no, he died. So
From what?
from a car wreck.
Oh.
What are the odds of that?
Rip.
I don't know, like low, I guess.
Car crashes are actually kind of common.
Figure of speech. You don't actually have to respond to it.
No, like I was gonna like marry him when I was 18.
Oh, he basically had you groomed to be his little husband. He was setting you all up for this role from the day you met.
Hold on, let me give this response from Gulf City. I know there's a bunch of people making responses. I probably should have also read them out for those questions too. There's we don't support child molestation, unquote. Also, 3 kids can all be capable of having romantic relationships with older people, unquote. Oof.
Out of construction paper?
I don't know, just let them formulate, I guess. Discord link, Ranger Groot, who's that? I think I already put the link in. Well, anyway, what time is it? Basically 2 hours and 27 minutes live. I don't tend to go above that, so we're just gonna have to end it here. I think I've already completed my critiques of Jonathan Curtin. I keep mixing his name with Carter for some reason. Giving him too much credit there, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And remember, as a edgy joke, pedophiles deserve the bullet.